¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Welcome to another video. So today, if you still don't know what your niche is, your YouTube Wrapped might. We're literally at the end of the year, and now YouTube Wrapped is a thing that's happening on YouTube in light of Spotify doing that for us. But now YouTube's doing it. So the creatives and the creators that you binge on a consistent basis and the videos that you obsess over are literally what you should be making. It's essentially telling you, or at least an inclining as to what you should be making online for your channel, for your YouTube, for your social media overall. You just never looked at it that way. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to read your YouTube Wrapped like a map so you can actually finally pick a niche that actually works for you or something that you actually want to create in your life using your content to make you more money. My name is Pedro Millán. If this is the first time you coming to this channel, I literally talk about videos on content creation, storytelling, personal branding, all of the above, because I own 2 social media marketing agencies that are literally in multiple 6 figures, have more than 50 million views to my name since I started those companies, 100 booked appointments, and a Grammy to my name. And I'm not trying to sell you anything, just trying to help you make better content so you can start making money online. So, getting back into the video. What is YouTube Wrapped? So it's essentially like an identity report, kind of like what we see on Spotify overall. It's basically showing us our top creators that we watch on a consistent basis, the top topics, and essentially our overall watch time catered towards the specific topics that we're interested in, right? It's not necessarily random. It's essentially a reflection of our interests, our values, our tastes, etc. And most people will literally say, like, I've talked to hundreds of business owners every single year, and most people will say that they don't know their niche, but their watch history and their Wrapped are like literally screaming to them, like holding them by the neck, basically telling them like, hey, this is what you like. You know what I'm saying? So here's how you can use your YouTube Wrapped to find your niche in 4 steps. But before we get into that, if you like the information, if you like these videos on my channel and you want more as far as content creation, social media marketing, filmmaking, cinematography, etc., 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 please like the video and also subscribe to the channel because I put videos out like this every single day and you don't want to miss them. Anyway, let's get back into the video. Step number 1, you got to analyze your YouTube Wrapped, right? It's essentially the who and the what of what you watch overall. What I want you to do when you look at your YouTube Wrapped, more so than anything else, is I want you to list the top 5 creators that show up on your feed. And what do they mostly make? Do they make gaming videos, like Let's Play videos? Do they make business/marketing/money videos? Do they make videos on self-improvement? Do they make videos on commentary or drama that's happening in culture? Do they make videos on tech and gear? What do they all share? Would be the next question that you would ask them, which is essentially, are they doing this in a humorous way? Are they adding depth to the conversation? Are they adding more chaos and more energy? Are they more calm and more educated or educational type of videos and whatnot? And between these 2 questions and the answers that you get from them, I want you to write them down and don't overthink it, okay? I actually want you to write it, okay? So, because essentially you're trying to map out your content strategy. Then from there, once you determine what your top 5 creators are doing and what do they all share, I want you to identify the dominant topics between all of those people. It's like, what is the main world that your Wrapped lives in, if that makes sense? And essentially, is it like money, business, marketing? Is it fitness and health? Is it gaming and reports as far as like games are concerned? Is it storytelling, commentary, internet culture? Is it creativity, filmmaking, tech, etc.? Right? Once you determine that, I want you to notice your favorite format. I want you to ask yourself, what the heck do I mostly watch, right? Is it long breakdowns? Is it short punchy edits? Is it live streams? Is it deep podcasts and interviews like Modern Wisdom and Andrew Huberman and all this other stuff? Is it more cinema style B-roll and storytelling? Your niche essentially lives in the intersection of the world that you watch, the format that you love, and the energy you vibe with overall, depending on the person, right? So that's your first step. Now, the second step is essentially turn that into a niche, meaning taking the world that your YouTube Wrapped is in into a role and then turning that role into a persona that you create for yourself and for your business overall. So first, you got to choose your world, right? If 80% of your YouTube Wrapped is literally creators talking about money and content and business, and your world is literally surrounded around those topics, it's probably around the creator economy, it's probably around the business space, it's probably around how to make money online. If it's gaming and streamers, then your world is probably around gaming and internet culture, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If it's in the fitness industry or fitness channels, right, then your world is probably health, wellness, and performance, right? And I'm saying this because it doesn't necessarily lock you into that specific niche or world in general. It just gives you a starting playground, right? It's just something just to use that as a launch pad for the next situation, which is essentially determining your role in that world, right? Now, the next thing is choosing your role in that world. So how do you do this? Are you going to make videos in the teacher format, being tutorials, guides, how-to content? Are you trying to become the analyst, where you're breaking down why creators do the things that they do, their campaigns, or the why certain games work? Are you trying to be the documenter, where you basically, I'm building X and here's the journey and this is what I learned? Are you trying to be a commentator, roughly somebody like Mario Lopez, essentially reacting to news, drama, trends in your world? Are you trying to be the entertainer, essentially breaking down story times, developing skits, and high energy focus between these topics in the world and the world around us? Just look at your top creators. What role do they play for you? Like, do you go to them to learn? Do you go to them to be entertained? Do you go to them to be inspired? Like, what is it? Like, literally sit down and think about it. Because often the role that we love consuming is the role that you'll be the best at creating. And once you determine that, you have your world, your role, now it's time to define your persona, right? Are the creators that you watch, once again, looking at your YouTube Wrapped, are they brutally honest? Are they calm and structured? Are they hyper and chaotic? Are they deep and valuable and vulnerable? Just ask yourself literally, like, what's the version you would feel natural and feel like you'd be able to commit to on camera? Not who you're supposed to be, or essentially who your friends or family would like. The reason why I say this is because the niche isn't necessarily the topic. It's the world plus your role plus your persona, and understanding that so well so that way you can develop your I help statement. Like I literally talk about on my channel all the flipping time, which essentially I help who, X person, with X thing in a X way. So if that makes sense, like literally write it down again. So it's like I help X person with X thing in a X way, if that makes sense. Now, is to take step three, which is essentially turn that niche into the actual video idea, right? So you're essentially going to be taking the idea that you create into execution. So the example one that I can literally provide is like, let's say, for example, your YouTube Wrapped has like Ali Abdaal, for example, like literally talking about creators and productivity and the usage of software in order to make the things that you want to happen more efficiently. The world behind this would be essentially the creator world, like the productivity world, right? The role that he's basically assuming is the teacher. The persona, or the way that he's demonstrating this knowledge overall, is very chill, very practical, right? So his niche sentence would be, I help beginner creators get organized and consistent with content. Right? So some videos behind this, or like some ideas that would work for him, would essentially be how I plan 30 days of content in 1 hour, Notion setup for beginner creators, or why you can't stay consistent. It's not motivation, right? Another example, let's say your YouTube Wrapped would be like filled with streamers like iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, gaming clips, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Your world, your content creation world might be around gaming and streamer culture, right? And you might be in the role of a commentator, being essentially the persona of being funny and direct with what's happening in the world around us, right? So then your niche sentence would be, I break down streamer culture and what creators can learn from it, right? So video ideas could be what iShowSpeed proves about character on camera, or why streamers are the new celebrities, or what your favorite streamers say about the creator you want to be, right? And then here's a third example. Literally, if your Wrapped is filled with marketing breakdowns, creators talking about money, talking about business, you might be in the online business creator economy world, right? And you might be wanting to show up as the analyst / practitioner, right? And your persona, or the way that you distribute this information, is no BS, straight talking, and getting straight to the point. And your niche sentence would essentially be, I show creators and business owners how to actually turn content into income. Simple. Video ideas would include, like, your YouTube Wrapped is telling you your niche, just like this video, how not to have a content problem and how to solve your identity problem, or how to pick a profitable niche using your watch history, right? And as soon as you write that one sentence, that I help statement, I want you to draft out 10 to 20 video ideas inside that box and start posting as soon as possible. And once you have all that in step 3, we go to step 4, which is essentially dealing with overcomplication, overthinking, and fear, right? I want to address the mental block more so than anything else. You don't have to marry the niche that you determine for yourself for life. You're essentially picking a strong direction based on what you already watch, what you already love, and what you already consume overall. And then as you go on, like, you get better at the craft, right? And you refine as you go, just like anything in life, right? Clarity doesn't necessarily come before you start posting. Clarity comes after every single reiteration, every single post, every single adjustment. For example, like, this channel alone used to be a music reaction channel where I used to react to music. Literally, as you can see, the rest of my set, I literally have here all my music equipment since I did music for 10 years straight, right? And now I'm basically basing off of all this information off of my success with SMMA, right? And content creation, and my love for telling people that they have to get into content creation in order to better their lives overall as a business or just as an individual, right? The real problem usually isn't like, I don't know my niche. It's essentially, I don't trust the niche that already exists and is obvious from my behavior. That's an issue that you need to solve with yourself in order to make it happen. Because a lot of what we digest, a lot of what we consume can tell us a lot more than what we think we know about ourselves overall. Anyway, just to close out this video, your YouTube Wrapped is way more than just a fun graphic that you receive, just like Spotify or just to share on your Instagram story. It's essentially literally a niche finding machine if you read it the right way with the right intention, right? So look at what you watch. Look at the stuff that you watch on a consistent basis. Like, what world do they live in? What role do they play in their content? And how do they present themselves on camera? And you can find a better answer for yourself so you can start making content in 2026. Anyway, if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe because I put videos out like this every single day and you don't want to miss them, literally on content creation, personal branding, how to use that for your business, how to make money online. And if you're a person that loves videography and wants to get into making videography or social media marketing for somebody else, you can literally click the first link in the description. We literally have a coaching program and a community that's literally running and helping teach people how to get from 0 to 10K in 90 days. Otherwise, here's literally a video that you can check out right here somewhere on this screen right now that YouTube is recommending to you. Otherwise, I will literally see you in the next video. Thank you so much for coming. Peace.